The reason that we're here is to really understand what the issues and what we can do to help.
I was thinking, hold on a sec, refugees, technology, refugees, Techfugees. Right, that's it.
It is just a shedding of dignity and pride to have to be displaced like that and to lose your identity like that.
Being a refugee is a very humiliating experience. It depends on what stage of your journey you're at, but it can be incredibly difficult and people can be very desperate with very little, and that does mean that they will end up needing things or being dependent in a way that undermines their dignity. And there it is in Article 1 of the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. All human beings are born free and equal in dignity and rights, and that's what we've tried to do. And so we've been on a dignity journey in terms of what we've done. This is Greece here, and we created a shop environment with lovely smiley volunteers. We invited people into the shop and then we distributed stuff so it wasn't being chucked off the back of a lorry. We printed our own money and then we distributed money in the field, and then people could come to the shop and use that money to choose what they wanted. The shop had opening times so they could choose when they could come, and if they didn't want to come, they didn't have to. This is taken from our most recent work in Cyprus. What we're doing here is we are offering services in that building to enable people to be independent, to stand on their own 2 feet. We've got language learning, we've got a bike repair and distribution service, we have a creche, and then a chill-out space as well. One of the most important functions of this building is to have a safe space where people can come and they can call their own, and then on top of that they can get services that we know that they will need. And there was a camp here in Greece which had about 800 people, and one of the things we did was we set up a playground. The first thing that John and I did was have a go on the swings. You can see the children waiting there. It kind of symbolises our journey as well in the sense that it has been very up and down. Talking about refugees and working on refugee camps can sometimes be quite an upsetting or depressing topic, but it's been a lot of fun as well. And I think this is something that volunteers say to me, is they find it sometimes difficult to express the kind of satisfaction and joy that they've got out of helping, when it's really about how we can help people who are going through one of the most difficult times in their lives.
I was talking to these people in their ISO boxes, and one family said, "Can you please tell Paul that this is not real rice? Real rice is basmati rice. This is Chinese rice, which is not rice." And it was funny, I would tell Paul that, and then afterwards we talked, and he said one of the best things is when people complain, because when they complain, that means this is no longer a charity, it is now their neighborhood store.
In an emergency, yeah, people need charity. But very quickly you need to move from handouts to hand-ups. It's moving away from a donation model to one which promotes independence and integration in society. And then perhaps by doing that we can reframe refugees as people who are worthy of opportunity and not people who just need charity. Thank you very much.